Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Crypto Traders Arena. It's our crypto weekly review, our episode 40. Year is getting, well, we're closer to the end of the year than the beginning, that's for sure at this point. I suppose 40 weeks in, actually started a new quarter here too. So we're in the last quarter of the year, I guess. And we actually got our website up. So cryptotradersarena.com is now live. So check it out. It's a work in progress still, but I think for the most part we got up what we want to have going for now. And of course, if you want to join our Discord or anything, the link is now here. And so at least we have somewhere to direct everybody to nice and easily to find us on this internets of the world. But happy Sunday, everybody. Maybe I'll introduce my co-host here, Mr. Paul J. Are you with us today, sir?
Hey, yep.
Yeah.
I'm here just looking at the chart.
Nice. Checking out the charts as always.
Yeah, nothing new. Just some scams this week. Really nice.
Yeah. As always, there's never a shortage of scams in crypto, so be careful, everyone.
Yeah, but it's nothing unusual on crypto. It's okay. Made some money this week, so
yeah, but like they always say, man, it's only a scam if you lose money.
Yep.
But welcome everybody. Hey, Mercurio and David and Koss, BP Shogun. BP's always hanging out pretty much on a daily basis. So thanks for your consistency as always, as Mercurio and David too, for that matter. And then we're always here every Sunday. And of course, we plan on doing this show every Sunday up until the top of the bull market, whenever that might be. So the sooner it happens, the better for us. But either way, we'll be here working this little road to financial freedom plan that we've got going on that we're just trying to share with the general public. We're focused mostly on the top market cap coins, 100 or so. And you can follow that plan along with that plan in Discord if you want to just join our Discord room and look for the weekly crypto review channel, and you can copy the spreadsheet that we're working from, and you can either reuse it for yourself or actually just look at our levels that we're working. And so otherwise, this same old story. We're kind of nibbling away as we sort of finish out the year here, kind of with the assumption of lower prices. We'll see what happens, but in general, I think that's a general feel for, I think, both Paul and I and most of the people that I know that are watching this market closely. I don't think anybody that's been through this in the past is in too big of a rush to think that we're going to just go into a rip and bull here tomorrow. And actually, if anything, big news week this week, as a matter of fact, there's like news every day pretty much in the trading week. And then the jobs numbers came in super hot. And I think in general, we have a Fed meeting coming up in November again, and I think they're pretty much forced to raise rates. And I think that's probably the likelihood of that meeting. And I think they're pretty clear about this sort of like pause then raise kind of strategy. So they paused last meeting. They'll probably be forced to raise this meeting. And I don't know, if anything, we could only expect pauses. I don't think lowering rates is anywhere in the near future for the Fed. So I suppose that in general is sort of kind of heavy for the market. So if anything, I'd expect that sort of raise. I'd expect another raise here in November. We'll see what happens. And I don't know, another comment on those jobs numbers. I was listening to somebody talk about them, and those numbers come out and they came in like super hot. They were like almost twice the forecasted, I believe. And I also was listening to this guy talk about how recently all the jobs numbers end up being revised later. So there's definitely some fuckery going on. They basically, somebody, the U.S. President is trying to cook those numbers, I think. And so I don't know if you can really, who knows what the real story is, but either way, the impact on the market is what it is. But I think what's happening is they keep releasing these super hot job numbers, and then later on down the road they just quietly revise them. So just an example of how you can't really believe all this bullshit. All we can really focus on is our trading plans and stuff, and then the reaction to the news. Like even the news on Friday, the jobs numbers themselves basically created this like big dip in the stock market right on the news, and then the rest of the day ripped hard. And so we actually had a positive day on the quite a big upside move actually on like the Nasdaq and S&P after the initial kind of dip right on the news. So all we can really do is sort of watch the reaction to the news. It's almost impossible to use that information in your trading. Or try to anticipate. If you're trying to predict the news and then trade it, you're probably going to get run over. So all we can do is work our little trading plans and hope for the best. But that said, just kind of getting into the broader market, we are in kind of interesting levels here for the DXY and the stock market. And then, of course, Bitcoin is also kind of just a pretty interesting level, but crypto sort of got a mind of its own a little bit right now. I don't think it's actually correlated with the stock market too much at the moment. Not directly, at least. Nor is it really actually inversely correlated to the DXY of late. It's like on the lower time frames, it doesn't really seem to be. So I don't know what that means exactly, but either way, just kind of starting with the DXY, we might finally be in a place where we can expect some sort of pullback here off this epic bull run that we've seen the last 3 months or so. And I'll just highlight kind of key, interesting from a technical standpoint. Just as like technical analysts, we should at least acknowledge the 50% level as being an important level here. Going off the highs all the way to the recent low, we basically just bounced right back to 50%, and now we've gotten a rejection there. So that's not like a huge surprise. Now we have like a 3-bar top here, and you can kind of see the exact opposite of the stock market yesterday. The DXY ripped on the news, and then by the end of the day had been closed back down at the bottom of its daily range there, and now it's got kind of a bearish looking candle there. However, we're really just back at the 13 EMA now, still in the uptrend. Ideally, we'd actually kind of M out here, maybe bounce into the early part of this week and then roll over again and make a nice clean M to suggest lower prices. But either way, a little bit of a pullback here, but nothing that crazy. And I will point out that also that, I'd been talking about forever here, just waiting for RSI to get overbought. And sure enough, it eventually did. And now it's got an M here, which is a little bit of a bearish divergence, tiny little bearish divergence here. And now we have a confirmed M here, leaving overbought conditions. So it all kind of suggests that, this huge up move could easily see some sort of dip. So even if we just use basic 38.2s and stuff, maybe we look for a bounce. Well, if we can get any sort of pullback here down to like 104.38 or so, that would leave some room for the stock market to actually bounce to the upside, which I think is actually what's kind of in progress right here. So yeah, that's way down here at these kind of old highs here, which is now support. There's not a lot of support in between there. I guess you could go off of these highs back here. We'll see what happens as they're tested again, which is sort of in progress right now. So we'll see if we bounce at all here or if it just kind of falls apart here. But point being, it's not an unreasonable place to see this thing finally dip a bit. Either way, I think this would be like, if you're trading this, it's still kind of like pullbacks or buying opportunities, not necessarily like bear market starting. So any serious dips would be like tradable long opportunities, really, which doesn't bode well for the stock market in general, and also like just kind of the risk on market in general. So moving on though. So basically what's happening here is I think there's a potential pivot in the stock market that's happening right now. It's not like a set in stone, and there's a couple of reasons why we might, like I was saying, the DXY here, maybe we bounce early in the week and then start forming an M, and that bounce would sort of like push the stock market down a little lower again. And really, like, this is the SPY S&P ETF, and we never quite hit the 200 period moving average, which I don't really like. I feel like they'll probably still hit it. So even though we bounced really strong on Friday, you can see the basically straight up, you don't even see the dip that happened early. Right on the news, there was a pretty good dip, but now it doesn't even show up in this candle because we basically just have a nice solid green candle to the upside. But we never hit 200 period moving average. So there still is like a possibility, and also this key support here going all the way back to this high from like February, which is like 418. Either way, I think the 420 level is sort of like a crucial level here for the S&P. You know, that's this W back here that sort of set up the last rally. And so there's a lot of support at 420. I think Elon Musk likes that number, so he'll probably hold the market in right here. But either way, we just came up into 13 MA, and we'll see if it gets rejected now, and we come back and test that 200 still while the DXY pops, and then maybe the DXY can M out, and then maybe we can actually push higher. That said, going back to my interest rate discussion and stuff like that, I suppose the exact opposite. I said DXY pullbacks are buying opportunities, and I think we are in like the bounces are selling opportunities for the stock market now. In honesty, we have this big old M here, and we also have this little M, and at this point, considering that like well, how do I say it? So, well, a couple things. One, like October, I believe is going to be like earnings, a lot of earnings announcements here in October, which might actually come out pretty good and push the market higher. But then after that, we're just going to kind of head into like sort of sluggishness. And so any sort of, maybe earnings push the market higher here up into like maybe even as high as like short reload zones, or maybe just to fill this gap here down, over the next few weeks. But at that point up in there, I think kind of got to be looking for rejection there, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. But in the shorter term, it does look like a bounce could be in play here. I mean, our RSI got oversold here. Didn't quite W. OBV's trying to put in a little W. We'll see what happens right here at the 13 starting tomorrow, but we could see a rejection right back down to the 200, and then bounce from there. But either way, I think we could easily bounce up here into these levels, and then I'll be looking for the rollover to happen. So we'll see. NASDAQ looks a little stronger on the QQQs, but it's basically the same conversation. It's got a nice fat W here, and even a little W2 working. So there's a little bit more strength here, although we've already kind of filled the gap, and then we're also getting kind of closer to that M top breakdown level there. So we'll see what happens up in these levels here. And then if the NASDAQ does roll over, the 200 is quite a bit lower. So there's a lot more room for it to fall if it rolls over here. And then I suppose on the positive side, now we actually have OBV divergence, which, funny enough, that's not that common. So there's actually confirmed W and OBV here making a divergence in the NASDAQ. So that's generally bullish. Didn't quite get oversold in RSI, but I don't know. Let's see what happens up here. I don't know. But like I said, I mean, the stock market could be in rocky shape for the end of the year and even into like the after Christmas earnings kind of thing, even into like next year. So we'll see what happens. But generally, that looks pretty relatively uppy for the moment. So we'll see. And there's not much to say about the Russell. It's gotten hammered. It's just trying to hang on to the range here. Nothing particularly bullish about this at all. In fact, it's just pointing down. The only thing is we're very much oversold here and trying to W in RSI, but everything else is pointing down. So we'll see what happens to the small cap stock market. I'll repeat that I'm not interested in investing in stocks for the most part right now. I'd rather stick to altcoins for that matter. And then getting on to crypto, let's see what Bitcoin, pretty much an awesome example of 200 period moving average resistance. That's about all I could really say. It's just happening in progress. And the sad part about that for the bulls is, the 200 is sort of marking the daily trend, in my opinion. And we were in this solid uptrend, and now we've been threatening to lose that uptrend for a while. We haven't lost it fully yet, just because we're still making higher lows, I'd say. But you can kind of see how, it's not uncommon to see the 200 start to roll over here as we hit resistance, and then might have to kind of, lose that uptrend for a while and come down to however low we dip after that. Now, of course, that's sort of the plan, and that I'm sort of kind of looking for a dip into the end of the year. So maybe we just have to see that here sooner than later. But for the most part, you can just see the resistance now. So very strong I mean, I talked about this last week a lot too. Just candle body highs right in here. These two candle body highs made nice short opportunities as on lower time frames as we came up into that resistance, which is also the 200. And then we just spent the rest of the week, bounced back into it, but got rejected. Doji out, got rejected there, and now again Doji and rejected. And so we're really just kind of battling this old trend line here, which is the trend line off the lows. Going all the way back here, we're sort of sandwiching between that and the moving average, just trying to hang on to the uptrend, but not broken. And then, of course, still have tons of support down here at 25,200. And I think for traders, probably like, I don't know, for swing traders and stuff, long location is down at the bottom of this range here at 25,300. And then really, I can't fault anybody for entertaining shorts anywhere up in here against, you have resistance here, which is like the sort of ugly M top at like 28,400 or so. That this like sort of FU of this old high got rejected back into the range. 200 period resistance. So there's a lot of reasons that prices stalled out right here. So I can't really fault anybody for shorting. However, just moving averages, the medium term moving averages are pointing higher. So we're kind of just in this squeeze right here. So that, just sort of sandwiching in here, trying to figure out what the next move is. And unfortunately, moves up into short reload zones way up here, probably are shortable, 29,250. So we shall see. As far as the indicators, I mean, we had a nice RSI divergence going back here to the bull side. Now we're just, just kind of banging around. We haven't gotten overbought here yet, and there's no divergences per se or M. I mean, there is a little M in RSI there. It's not really like that clean, and we also didn't touch into overbought. And then OBV's sort of breaking down here, kind of trying to M out, and no divergences. So just kind of unclear. If anything, maybe Bitcoin's just trapped in this range for a while. So I think range traders shorten these highs and buying these lows might be the sort of rest of the year kind of action. We'll see. So that's old Bitcoin. And then Ethereum. I don't know what to say about Ethereum. I have a bunch of nonsense lines on here. We were talking about trend lines in our Capio 1 program this week. So talking about that a little bit. Really, I mean, it's basically the same, except Bitcoin is stronger, I'd say, in general than Ethereum. And like I've said a lot lately, Ethereum already did lose the uptrend, in my opinion. Have a giant M here. And if anything, that, like even that move right there up into the FU of this high is really just testing this M, and getting rejected. So really the sort of trend is down for Ethereum. I do expect test the 200, which it hasn't happened yet. Like Bitcoin's already been testing the 200. At some point, I wouldn't be surprised to see Ethereum shoot up there and test the 200 and then maybe roll over. That's about all I can say. I don't really see any like long opportunities right here. I suppose down against the bottom of the range here. But the problem with Ethereum is I don't see much support right here. I mean, we do have these equal lows here that are probably going to get taken out as we hit this trend line eventually. But I don't know if that qualifies as support. And if anything, I see this tail down here as sort of a magnet all the way down to Mountain Man at like 1360, 61.8 fib, somewhere down there, 1300, 1350, around there. So I don't know. It looks heavy in general. And the indicators are still, I mean, RSI is still technically pointing higher. Doesn't really have divergences or M's or anything. Did almost get into overbought and get rejected. And now OBV is just sort of just kind of breaking down. And I don't know. Nothing that exciting about Ethereum, which I think will really just sort of course, if we are going to explore down here, this is going to be the buying window for altcoins and everything else. Well, for Ethereum and altcoins, I should say, that we're looking for. So we're definitely still looking for this slide into the end of the year heaviness to buy. That's about it for the broader market. I don't know. There's nothing too terribly exciting going on. I've seen some crypto names popping here and there. Like there's a couple things that are up 30% on the day even. But that's just sort of like the outliers, there's like ZRX is one of them. Really nice looking chart. Not really weekly W's per se yet, although we might be getting, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like if we take out these highs here, this could start having a weekly W. Kind of ugly. But there are some outliers like this, but also like, just even looking through here, it's sort of mixed. Some stuff's green on the day, some stuff's red. I don't know, nothing too exciting. This bake, for whatever reasons, a lot of up and down. We talked about that a lot over the last week, and wow, they did end up breaking that thing out pretty good this week. Super nice looking charts. So definitely, I'm not long. I was sort of looking for a deeper dip here that never happened yet. So, but nonetheless, we'll see what happens. Maybe this thing provides opportunities to buy against the W level here in the next week or two. Nice looking chart though. So stuff like this looks really good to me. It's not the majority of the market by any means, though. It's just sort of some outliers here and there. So I think that's pretty much the. I mean, we could talk about. Well, we're going to talk about the names that Paul's got for us today, and then I suppose if we have time, we could bounce back to some of these names too, and maybe take some requests if there's anything people want to look at specifically. Throw them in the chat, and otherwise, I think I'm ready for you to jump on, Paul, and just we'll get into our spreadsheet and um, talk about what we're actually doing for this trading plan.
Let's change the screen
Let's
to my part.
find alrighty, I think you're all set.
Well, okay. So the same plan. I don't think we need to do it every time, but this plan you'll find it on Crypto Traders Arena weekly crypto review channel. It's free. You can take the spreadsheet. You can copy it. You can modify the plan. You can use this spreadsheet at all the levels we have. This part is the plan. You can see we have the coins, and you can even build a dollar cost averaging plan in the same way. We left this one at, if I remember correctly, at EOS last time, and now we should start with Mana. It's working really nice. Let's just take a look. Let's see where we have profit statistics. So you can see the statistics. I don't think it's a good idea to present it here in the live stream. You can, if you are interested, you will take the spreadsheet. You can view the link. You can see the statistics. They are pretty nice and well done. You can see how much we invest, what is the profit. You have everything here. It's up to you to verify it. Okay, so we'll start with Mana. Let's take a look at Mana, what we have on that. So as you can see on the weekly chart, we are still going down. We didn't reach our level. So we still have this limit order in the market. But it's even closer. Broke this low. I don't see that weekly W. Yeah, we can go up. We can test this level, but pretty sure that until the bear market will be done, will be over, we'll get probably a fill at 20 cents. Honestly, I'm hoping for a lower level on this one. The lower the better, because I really want to accumulate a lot of mana. Respecting the risk management and everything else, but I want to load up on mana for the next bull run. Now, if you don't know what mana does, or what you don't know about this project, that means you are really new in this space, the central land and so on. Let's wait for a fill here, then to be damn sure that we'll have sell half on a double in the market at $40.40. And if we'll get that, we can hope for lower levels. If we'll go, I don't know, at this level at 10 cents, maybe even lower at 5 cents. Last time I bought Mana was at 5 cents. 5 cents and something like that. We don't have all the history here, but I bought here in the lows. And you know what Mana did? Made some nice money with that. I'm hoping to do that again. If I'll get the opportunity, I'll buy here at, I don't know, below 10 cents. But for this plan, we have our limit order, still valid order, nothing to change, nothing to do on Mana. Indicators look nice. I like it. You can see some potential bullish divergence. Nice OBV, nice RSI. It's again oversold. That's a good sign for us. But we don't have a fill, and I don't see that weekly double above my limit order. So I'm okay with keeping this limit order. Next one. And the next one is Aave. Let's see what Aave has. Second Aave. We have a fill on this one. You will see it. You can see it even on the chart, on the spreadsheet. You can see we have a fill, but we need now we need a double, and we don't have that double. You can see we bought at $60. We need $120. We don't have that yet, but it's possible. You can see now the volatility is out from this market. Now you can see it's lower and lower volatility, but if you look back, you can see a candle to give you a double. Look here, $130, 130 to 64. You can get a double in just one candle. So because we have the fill, we should have the sell half on a double in the market. If the market will dump, I'm okay with buying another 0.5 at this level at 20, 26, 20, 25, 26, $27, but not earlier. Let's see what will happen. If I'll get a W, a weekly W above this level or below the $60, I'm okay with buying another 0.5 even higher. But for the moment, nothing to do. Waiting for that big weekly W. It's not here yet. I'm just waiting. If the market will go to $26, okay. I think you are low enough to buy another 0.5, make an average, put a separate just one sell half on a double order in the market if will be the case, and live with the results. But for the moment, waiting to get some free coins. You can see the OBV, you can see the RSI, looks similar. Nice project. Let's wait to get some free coins. So we have $59, $118, $120. You can see it's just a test of this high. I think it's doable even in this bear market. We don't need to become a bull on overall to get a short level. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. We have GRT. And let's take a look at what we have on GRT. Same kind of idea. We have a fill. Yeah, you can see 10 cents. Probably we don't have we didn't bought here. We put this limit order here. We get a fill here and we don't have a sell half on a double. So have your order in the market. You can see it's pretty easy for the market to go. And if you have the order in the market, you'll make some free coins. If you don't have it, you'll probably end up looking at the chart with a nice pump and dump and the market price to be the same like before. So I don't think you want that. Seems like I have here another 0.5 limit order in the market. If I have two orders in the market, one sell half on a double above, I don't think it's the case for me to do anything else. I could wait on the sidelines. Yeah, if I'll get a weekly double, a big and wide one above this level, maybe I could change my mind and remove this one and put it a lot higher. If I'll get a sell half on a double, again, here, then I could draw a long reload zone and buy another 0.5 when it comes back to reload and keep this order here. But for the moment, nothing to do. Hands on under my ass and just waiting. It's that simple. That's the plan. We'll respect the plan. Nothing more, nothing less. Indicators, you can see the OBV. Yeah, it's above zero line. It's going higher. Has some bullish divergence here. You can see it. Really, it's oversold, but nothing to do. Let's take a look at the next one. Let's see what we have on next one. E-Gold. Romanian friends, watch out on E-Gold. I'll give you my 2 cents on E-Gold. Nothing changed. You can see. Yeah. $20 reachable, $10 reachable. We have probably the limit order at let me see what we have here. We don't have a fill, but we are trying to buy at $20. Yeah, Still valid level, no weekly W. The problem with this chart is not ranging yet. Yeah? It's still going down slowly, but it's bleeding out. And we have, I don't know, 10 million coins. Let's see the indicators. I don't see anything special. Sorry, Romanian guys, but it's our favorite project. But I don't see anything special. We can go a lot lower. We have some events, I guess, in front of us on eGold. But the lower the better to load up 1%. I don't say the eGold is not a good project. I'm not saying that will not go up. But for the moment, looks weak. At least what I see on weekly chart, yeah, we can test some levels here. If we breach this level, $20, we can go lower. And you can see an untested level. Where is that level? This W at $10, never retested on weekly chart. Usually these charts likes to do a wake-up check and retest this level. Will get so low? I don't know, honestly. We can go even lower if it will be the case. What I'll do, I'll buy here. I'll watch to buy at $10 if it will be the case. If I'll see a weekly W above between 20 and 10, okay, I could change my mind. On this one and other projects, I have a dollar cost averaging plan. And I'm trying to buy some eGold below $20, below 21, something like that. Slowly, month by month. I didn't start this plan above $100. I'll start it now at $20. I'll let influencers to buy at 100 and higher. I prefer to buy, you can see here why I'm trying to buy at this level. If we'll breach this level, we'll probably retest. And if we'll breach, I could dollar cost averaging. The potential is really nice. Small number of coins reached a really nice number in the last bull market. So I'm okay to buy this one. In the same time, I'll not sell my house to buy gold. 1%, it's more than enough for me for this plan at least. So on eGold, we are still waiting for a fill at $20. Let's get that fill. I'm okay with keeping my order there. Let's get that fill and then we can reassess. We'll put a sell half on a double at $40 if it will be the case. We can hunt lower. But for the moment, let's wait. Let's just wait. Okay, so that's eGold. We have another one, and that's Theta. Seems like we have a fill here, but we don't have sell half on a double yet. But we definitely have a fill. So we bought at 60 cents. But we never touched $1.2 to get a fill. We are at the same level. I don't see that weekly W. We have the next level at 34 cents. We can go even lower if it will be the case. I don't see anything on the price wise on weekly chart. I don't see anything to impress me to say, okay, I see the weekly W. We can form a bottom here from this level to this level. No, it's still bleeding out. It's still going down. So indicators, they don't impress me, honestly. We can go lower. We have a fill. Check if you have your sell half on a double in the market. You have the limit order ready in the market. And let's just wait. Either for a weekly W, to buy another 0.5, either to go lower and to fill this level. Honestly, seems like I'm chasing here with the second order. We can go even lower at, I don't know, 20 cents or even lower. Let's wait and see what will happen. For the moment, nothing to do. So we have all these 5 projects and nothing to do on either one of them. We are just waiting on the sidelines. It's October. We can go up. Everyone was expecting in the beginning of October we'll go up straight up. Exactly. When we reach September 1st, October 1st, we'll go straight up. Well, that's influencer or I don't know, moon boy mentality. The market did a really nice waking up call for moon boys. Yeah, from now on, if you look at the charts, yeah, we can form something. Maybe October will be a bullish month overall. We don't know that. But after that, November, December could be really ugly for altcoins at least. Let's wait. We are hoping for lower levels to get some feels. Some people are waiting for the bull market. We are waiting for lower levels and then to go in a bull market. We still have, I don't know, depends on everyone, but personally, I have approximately 40 plus percent on cash. So I still need some lower levels. I'll prefer to get some fields lower, not at this price. The lower the better, because then will give me a better risk to reward until the top of the market. On any plan I'll have on long term, if I'm buying lower, I could have a bigger return in the top of the market. So that's my overview. Nothing special. Seems like doing 5 coins is, I don't know, too easy. But in the same time, I think it's enough to talk every Sunday about 5 coins. If we'll see something is changing, if we'll see something new, we can go back at 10 every weekend, every Sunday. But for the moment, we are okay with what we have. I don't know. I didn't watch the chat. We have any requests?
Yeah, there's some in there. Like
Yeah, we have David.
seller, Filecoin,
So
secret.
3 coins. Okay, yeah. In the first message I didn't understand what you wrote. Okay, I'll do these three. Then I think it's a good idea to do the giveaway, and then we'll see. Maybe Kevin will go on some of his coins. So let's see. Let's go back on the charts. You can see Bake, a really nice move. Even now in the live stream, you can see it. A really nice move up, but it's a weekend pump. Don't trust this one. Don't chase here. Wait for a clear signal. So the first one second. Well, you saw something here, David. You saw some kind of W action. That's why you're asking. But I don't know. You can consider this one a W, a clear W, Kevin. In my view, no. In my view, we still need to form that W. On this one, I don't like this double. This is not a double. Online chart, yeah, but on candlestick, on candles, no. Let's see. You can see it. It's a bit uglier. Yeah, if you consider this a valid W, okay, you can load up here. But looking at the indicators, I don't see anything special. We can go a lot lower. Let's see. We hold the level. Yeah, it's a valid signal on weekly chart. I don't know if you want a trade. Let's take a look at daily. I'm not impressed about this chart. What I'm thinking here, we'll try to form a range and go sideways. Yeah, you can You can frame some kind of if you want to trade this one, swing trade it, you can form like an LJ and take this W, but you have to get out if you see the W transforming in AM. If you lose these lows, you have to get out. If you are investing, it's a good level, but if you already have some, maybe it's better. Like if you are following our plan and you already have the first buy, maybe you should wait a little bit more. My 2 cents. You can see the last bear market, this level wasn't tested. This is the big W. I think we can, if the bear market will continue a little bit more, we can go some and get some better levels. The lower, the better. Honestly, in my view, I'll try to buy here low and sell half on a double and repeat. We are in a sideways movement. It's a good level to buy here, sell half on a double and reload. If you can see this sideways and thinking, okay, we'll have a big range, you can accumulate in this range. It's really nice to do that. Coins like that we are playing in a range, and you have, let's see, 001. Yeah, you have a double into the top of the range. It's really nice to play out. You'll buy low, you'll sell half on a double, wait in back at the bottom of the range to reload, and repeat that process over and over again until the market will become bull and you will leave the range. It's that simple. I'm not saying that I don't trust this one for a weekly W. Where weekly crypto review are looking at for weekly Ws. But if you are thinking like this one and you are thinking range, it's a good environment to buy here, sell half on a double. But watch out if you are playing the little old lady risk management strategy, you don't have a stop loss. So your position size should be a lot lower. The next one, I need to switch between screens to see what is in the chat. Ooh, this one is an R plan. Let's see what we have. Yeah, same kind of idea, David. Nice. You saw something here. Technically, yeah, small, but it's a weekly W here. I usually don't trust Ws formed from 4 or 5 candles. What I mean about a weekly W, I mean something wider. But location-wise, really nice. We have a fill here. Forming a W below 78.6. Again, another good thing. Indicator-wise, I'm not impressed, but still looking okay-ish. So yeah, if you are thinking our plan, you can see we bought this one just a bit slightly above this level. So I think it's okay to invest a small amount. For a trade, you have a good location. I don't see anything special on weekly chart on indicators. So I'll try on daily chart to see maybe we have something. You can see the W's forming the inverse head and shoulder. Let's see some indicators. Yeah, you have a bullish divergence on daily on RSI. You have a bullish divergence confirmed on OBV. Good location. You have a setup here, David. So on this one, yeah, indeed, we have a setup. What I don't like this low because we have this week. So maybe if you are not so greedy and you can get a 2-to-1, put your stop loss here at this low, or wait, hope that the market will go a little bit more sideways and then load up a little bit lower. It's up to you. But you have a really good location. You have indicator confirmation. You have a bullish divergence. And you have the W. multiple W's. And you can see it's even a inverse head and shoulder. And if you'll find between this level and this level some bullish divergence, and it's even better. You are at the neckline now. Yeah, you can see we have an OBV. That what I said, bullish divergence between the shoulder and the head. That's it's when I'm looking at the head and shoulder pattern, usually I'm looking for that to validate for me. If I don't see bullish divergence between the left shoulder and the head, usually I don't trust that pattern. I'm assuming it's a fake out. But if I see a bullish divergence forming here, that will tell me that it's that path. At least for me, that path is even more valid. Let's call it that way. So yeah, this one looks nice. Nice from every point of view. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. The next one is, I guess, this one. Secret network. Well, at least on weekly chart, I need to delete this one because we don't need this one. On weekly chart, you can see and you'll understand what I'm trying to tell you. High, low, lower, high, lower, low. You know what I mean. I don't have enough history to see where the bottom was in the beginning of the chart. Maybe this was the beginning of the chart. I don't know. We need to switch in a different I don't know, a different chart. Maybe they have more history. But on weekly chart, you don't have a bottom yet. Indicators, you can see bullish divergence forming here between RSI. You can see lower low, higher low. Same kind of idea on OBV. Seeing this OBV here on weekly chart makes me think maybe we have a setup, could have a setup on daily chart. So let's take a look. We have a location, definitely. We are below at all-time low, at least on Binance. So let's see on daily, maybe we have something. You can still hear me, Kevin, or I'm speaking by myself. It's pretty quiet and I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So, well, we have something here. At least something we can wait for the breakout and a retest. Wait for a breakout, a candle body close above, and then a retest of these Ws. Huh? But what we have here, bullish divergence on RSI, multiple ones. Yeah? Same kind of thinking you can see on OBV. Really was oversold and is not anymore. This chart looks really nice. It's 100% guaranteed that you'll make money with this setup. At this specific setup this time, no. You can see the wicks, and you can find some tails in the same in the opposite direction. Location, like I told you, you have to watch if we have more history on other platform, but it's up to you if you want to take this trade. So you have a good location, definitely a good location. You have indicator confirmation here, and you have some W's trying to form here. It's up to you if you consider a W and you take the wicks or you take the candle body highs. Your technique, your setup specifically means that you'll buy at the breakout and you'll leave with the results, or you'll wait for the breakout to happen and then you'll buy at the retest. That's a different story, David, but you have something there. Okay, that's about 3 coins. I said I'll watch them. I don't know, Kevin, you can do the giveaway for this week?
Yeah, sure. Can do that. Here, let me pull up the wheel of names.
Well, DMAC, at least this time, Kevin told me that you retweeted, so you have a chance. Last time you didn't do that, so you want to win, but you didn't retweet.
Yeah, so I got 13 got 13 people in here that retweeted. And of course, if you retweet today's tweet, you can be added to the next one.
Yeah.
But
So Dimash, don't hope to win at the lottery without buying a lotto ticket.
all right, well,
You want me to put a
there's
drum?
a little drum roll. I'll click this silly wheel here.
Okay, let's see who wins a premium month on our community. Let's see. And the winner is Alexandro Bordi.
I
Well,
think he's in here.
congratulations, Alexandro. Reach to me on Discord to give you one month premium membership, or if you want and you are already a premium member, you can choose one-to-one with me, Kevin, or Stefan. I don't know. Last time, I guess, was your turn, Kevin, and now is mine, or something like that.
It was my turn last time, but honestly, the person never hit me up, so I didn't do the one-on-one.
Christy or Christian.
Yeah, so but
He
either
will
way,
reach
I
out.
can I can do it.
He has something to do, but he is gone for a couple of months, but he will be back. So it's my turn. You will do it at some point in time, I guess.
Yeah, just whenever. Yeah, that's fine.
So, Alexandro, if you want, you can. We'll see. Just DM me, and we'll discuss.
Yeah, and you got to hit Paul up if you guys want to get your prize.
Yeah, DM me if you want to get your prize. I'll try to reach you, but I think if you want, it's easy enough to send me a message.
All right, well,
Oh, so if you took the chart, took the screen, if you want, you can do the rest of the request, Kevin.
yeah, we can talk about anything people want to talk about. I will mention. Remember last week we talked about these daily W's. We could look at a couple of those really quick because I was thinking about like Ave. I think was one that, and we were talking about whether or not we thought these, or I'm sorry, it wasn't Ave, but whether or not these weekly, or sorry, daily W's were going to produce any kind of October. And I think a lot of them failed, but there was one I was trying to remember was it that actually did hit the target because I was talking about if we are going to be taking those trades, we should probably maybe be a little more conservative in our targets, and I think that's still on the table. So, of course, I can't remember the coin I was thinking of. Was it CanC? Oh yeah, it was this one. So like, here's a good example. I had drawn this during the show last week, and that's kind of what I expect right now. So like, you could see how they did take it up into the 61.8, which was the 2-to-1 target basically. So just keep that in mind if you're trading these things. I don't know if we should expect doubles to be happening here in the current environment, but I think one of the other swing trades we had talked about a lot was the APT. I don't remember where I have it drawn out on here. So this one's like one that's kind of running out of steam. It's not dead yet, but it couldn't quite get going. It's made, it did, we bought the pullback here on the W and it just couldn't quite get any steam behind it. So we'll see what happens here, but it looks like it's crapping out. It's kind of the what I'm expecting out of these daily W's, though. I don't know if they're going to really produce much. So keep that in mind. Other than that, I think I mentioned ZRX is one that looks strong right at the moment. Not really on the weekly, though. Well, I mean, sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's not really a weekly W. I think I talked about this one already today, though. Nice bump along the bottom of the range with like pretty strong OBV in general. I know Zen is one I've been talking about lately that actually kind of has weekly W'd now. Just this little tight, not really like a clothesline W per se, but there is a W in there now. So it looks like they're trying to put a hammer in this week. That looks strong to me. Chainlink doing better than most. So Marcin, yeah, and Link was one we were following a lot lately. That one's looking pretty good. Actually, hasn't quite broken that W out yet, but does damn look nice. So I don't know about chasing it right here, but any sort of pullbacks seem to be viable. One thing about Link that I don't personally love is the OBVs actually we sort of, now we're trying to put in a W, but basically OBV's been pointing down. Oh, there's Christian. Yeah, if you want to do one-on-one, you got to hit me up. Um, what else can we talk about here? If nobody's throwing anything in the chat, we already talked about bake. That one looks really strong. I thought I had marked one out here today that I saw. Oh, this alpaca pumped pretty hard here and then just came right back down. Like this pretty good example, one that looks relatively strong, nice strong OBV, but not really a W here. And we're actually still making new lows. So whatever's pushing this thing higher right now, it kind of ran out of steam here. 2 days ago, it shot up pretty good. And now yesterday, looks like they took it, or today really, they're taking it back. I suppose that's a daily W. So I don't know if you're, I think I see OBV divergence here. So there might be, some strength left here. The OBV divergence actually came in back here, but now we have a nice daily W here, but not really weekly. But I mean, you could entertain buying pullbacks on that one. Seems reasonable. Oh, it's all good. It's up to you whenever you want, Christian. I'll be here. I don't know what else. Anybody got anything exciting here? I know Rune crapped out on me. Didn't want to give me a double here, and now it looks like it's coming back down. These were trend lines from our school here the other day too. But yeah, for some reason, luck wasn't on my side here. They didn't want to give me a double on that one, so that's the only double I had really on deck lately. What else can I mention? Well, oh yeah, BNT. Wow, so I actually did. I bought this W here. That's the one that I was thinking of that I marked earlier. This one's pumping for whatever reason. And hilariously, I remember, I bought the pullback here and I remember talking about how OBV wasn't really, I kind of deviated from my plan here a little bit and OBV was looking pretty shitty, but I had still bought that level. And now it looks like I could actually well, I got a lot more room to go for a double somewhere up in here, but that one's strong for whatever reason. And actually just a nice chart. I mean, regardless of OBV not really being particularly great looking over the last while here, it'd be nice to have seen that be in some kind of W's here, but we're getting a little bit of a W here. And just in general, that's a nice solid, like bottoming looking channel here. So, and this thing has tons of room to the upside. So it's up 50% now on the day. So maybe you guys are long this. We talked about this a while back. David saying Syscoin. Good old Syscoin. A little difficult for me to trade these days. Unfortunately, I like this one. I don't know. I mean, I see OBV divergence for sure right here, which I like, and also all the way back. So we have like double, there's divergences all the way from here back, but also more importantly, this one right here, just the little one in the recent price action. That's nice. And then of course OBV looks great in general, but I don't know about price action really. It's just kind of making new lows and trying to hold, I don't know, whatever pumped it here a few months or weeks back, ran out of steam, and now we're just carving out. I mean, to be fair, Syscoin, this isn't all the history, so the real lows are farther back. We could probably look at it like maybe I don't know here. Yeah. So like on Bittrex, so really it's coming down into really nice levels, but it's not bottomed yet. I mean, we could draw like reload zones off of the old lows and, obviously way below 88.6 and also kind of coming into that W level. I guess we're below it now. And actually that key level right there looks like it needs to be tested. Probably the old original W going all the way back here. This still looks like it has lower to go as it just sort of bottoms out, but definitely cheap-ish looking. I don't know if that's actually a W back here. Not really, because the COVID dump actually took out the lows. But either way, that level seems like it's sticking out to me. It's also, you can kind of see how that was the W level from back here too that ultimately failed. And that's actually that's sort of the price action I'm kind of expecting out of these first W's anyway. Anything that's got W's working right now, I think that's going to happen into the end of the year. So be mindful of that. Like PCX. Hey, Stefan. PCX. I don't even know what that is. Let's see PCX. Is that PAX? That's, I guess it's probably this chain X on gate. Nothing too exciting to me. I suppose that's kind of a weekly W, but I mean, that is a weekly W. It's trying. It's just, an OBV's trying a W here. Not really in divergence through like the lows here. Nice, I guess, more volumes coming in for whatever reason. I mean, it was just dead all through here, and now there's more volume coming in. So that's a good sign. But in general, I mean, this is kind of state of a lot of these things. That's not what I like to think of as a bottom. You can even kind of think about it like right here where it sort of tried to do the same thing and then did get some sort of upward momentum, but just had to crap out because, of course, we always want to see bottoms that are longer or, more like rounded out, as opposed to just like shooting straight up right here. Usually when that happens, there's just not a lot of staying power, kind of like right here. It's all right. Nothing that exciting. What else can we talk about here? I guess we're doing pretty good. We've only been talking for an hour today, which is probably because I tried to make it shorter at the beginning, so I didn't ramble on for too long, so that gave us more time.
Well, it's a record for us.
Which I think is good. I don't think, I mean, an hour and a half sort of the time we allot, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that long, but certainly willing to talk about more stuff if people want to.
If you have requests, okay, we can go to 1 hour and a half. If you don't have too many requests, we can close it sooner than that.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that I'm like super amped on. Be worth looking at like some like render just to see what's happening. It looks like it was kind of more uppy here the last few weeks, but this thing doesn't seem to want to come down to reload zones just yet. So probably need to see this thing. I guess we did tag Mountain Man, funny enough. So it turns out Mountain Man wasn't that bad of a place to be a buyer. We'll see here, but that thing's not down yet. Well, it's like one of the other big AI names, like what's the one that's sticking? I can't remember. What was the other big runner for the AI story earlier in the year? Why does it slip in my mind? Doge. Let's see what Twitter. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think everyone should buy some Doge. It's just a question of where. And the problem with Doge is it does have a lot of downside risk, but
yeah, now has from this point has a lot of downside. We can go a lot lower.
Yeah, so I mean that's
buy small, and if we go dollar cost averaging on Doge is not a bad idea.
No, doesn't look bottom to me yet, and really doesn't. I mean, I guess technically we have OBV divergence is in sort of in this area. There's that, through there, and then we confirmed it there, so that's good. No weekly W yet, but even these two lines I have drawn out, those are like, one is just look at all that downside. Essentially, is what we're, even just to test that level seems very likely. And then if we lose that level, that's just a giant fair value gap here that's just asking to be tested. So a lot of downside. And back in the day, of course, we used to always talk about Doge as like a no-brainer down below 40 sats. But 40 sats is way down here. So you could see how Doge, like through this whole time period, it was a very predictable kind of like cycle. Every time it got down below 40, it would ultimately start pumping. And then of course this was the whole Elon Musk Doge pump. And so I don't know, like just looking at that's like does not look particularly great. Of course this is against Bitcoin, but you can still just see the tons of downside. So I don't think rushing into this thing's a good idea, but sure, like if you want a dollar cost average and just sort of take it slow and let this thing bottom, I think Doge is kind of a no-brainer buy. It's just more of a no-brainer buy down at these levels. So, and yeah, maybe Twitter. I don't know. Is Doge going to become the currency of Twitter? Maybe.
We'll see. Let's use a dollar cost averaging plan. Let's buy low will have a higher risk to reward, even if you become. So don't chase. If you don't see a bottom, probably will go lower. So dollar
Yeah.
cost average is the best idea if you don't want to care too much. Okay, every month same amount of money. Just my 2 cents.
Oh yeah, FET, David. That's the one I was thinking of. I'm sure. I know it's not hasn't come down all the way yet either, but yeah. So these AI coins still have room to the downside for sure, which is probably like it might take these coming all the way back down before the market can truly bottom. So I don't know. It's in a reload zone. Tagged 78.6, which is holding. So that's I suppose reasonable. Of course, if you're using trend lines, there's no reason to think this thing has W'd after the trend line. And OBV is actually M'ing out. So yeah, this thing also still has room to the downside, and also just kind of like open air here down to 88.6. That's like a nice head and shoulders down here that makes a nice location right around 88.6 though, just sort of off of even that high there. That's the neckline basically of this head and shoulders. That's a long way down though. I mean, that's still 50% more down. So nothing to do there. AXS, Hanya's asking about. Is this Axe Infinity or whatever? I don't remember. I mean, it's washed out. Guess I had some sort of bot on here at some point.
Yeah, if you launch another project, another game, or something like that, yeah, still has a chance. Nice risk to reward if will be, but I don't know the tokenomics. So if we'll recover, we'll do something okay, but it's up to you. Don't sell your house to buy that one.
I mean, we do have, just kind of using basic analysis. Do you have OBV divergence coming in there? I don't know if it's confirmed yet here. It looks like, oh yeah, it is. So we did take out the high there. So now we have a W and OBV. So that's good. And then we basically just have come down and eaten this tail now, and that's good. But they're, like, it's just a question of, can it hold these lows here and start Wing out around here? Then fine. If not, probably just got to go down and test the bottom here, which is also quite a bit lower. Geez, that's from like $4 now down to like $1. So does have OBV, but again, let's just wait for W's. It sounds boring, but somewhere in here there'll be a W. Who knows? Maybe it's up here, maybe it's down here. I don't see any particular risk or rush. I mean, if you want a dollar cost average again, that's always. I mean, really, that's sort of the best thing to be doing right now. Probably if there's names that you like if for some reason you have a interest in this name, probably best just to take it slow and nibble away. You could easily see your investment here come off 75%. Sadly. And also just to put it into that context of like, I don't know what's going to happen exactly, but I mean, there's not going to be any lowering of rates anytime soon. At best, there'll be pauses. The market, like with the jobs numbers and stuff, I mean, as long as there's no problems, like the economy's not broken, so that means the Fed needs to keep trying to break it, right? So there's not really like the wind at our backs in general, unfortunately. The only thing is crypto might sort of be a little bit of an outlier, and of course the Bitcoin halving might trigger a rally, and so I don't know, but will crypto pump in the face of a broader weak market? We'll have to see. If anything, I think we'll see some sort of muted rally into the halving. But all I'm getting at is, in general, I don't know if this is the time to go piling in, expecting to have some mega bull run tomorrow. And so there's really just no rush. It's hard to be patient, but I just don't think there's a huge rush here. I'd love to be. I wish I was more, bullish. We'll see though. I think just waiting for weekly W's is always best. And sure, maybe you miss a couple of the random pumps, but overall, you'll be better off. And what else can we talk about here? What else? I mean, nothing's really caught my eye too much. I mean, there was some that are strong, like this LPT has been kind of hanging in there with the weekly W, and it's getting back down into buying levels. I like that Zen. I don't know if I finished talking about Zen. I guess I did. I like that one. Looks good to me. Some of the earlier rallies like XRP are just kind of quietly working their way back down, so it's becoming buyable again, I suppose. Nothing that exciting though, and also could, likely test like these 30-cent lows again. That's another 50% down almost. Could easily even get all the way down back to like 23-4 cents. But overall looks pretty good. I mean, that's the thing, is like in general, that's a nice looking bottom here. It's just kind of a question of when does it get ready to, hopefully this thing can just kind of go sideways until the rest of the market bottoms. Great example of 38.2 just getting rejected. Just took it right up into 38.2 and just right back down, which is hilarious because it's funny how that was a news related pump, right? That was when they sort of like won their lawsuit or whatever. And it's funny how technical analysis can still tell the story of the news. I mean, all the news did was take it right up into 38.2 exactly, and then just immediately reject it. XLM also looks similar, and I noticed I had been reloading here on XLM a little bit at this breakout level. I took my first nibble back, but this sort of looks better than XRP to me in a way, but same story. If we take out the lows, there's still lower downside risk. Yeah, it looks pretty good though. What else? Oh, remember my old AGLD was a fun. They've been moving this thing around a lot. I still like this chart a lot too, and I plan on, I think I have one more bid here at the original W, which is almost down to 88.6 here. And I mean, they've been bouncing it up and down right around here. So clearly there's some kind of activity. OBV is starting to break down here, but I do like buying this thing as it comes down. That's a low coin count name that's already bottomed, in my opinion. It looks like the bottom's holding. What else you guys got? Anything exciting?
Well, if you want a scam, I could give you one.
Oh yeah,
2 of them. So if someone wants some scams, I could give you. Stars Arena, it's one of them. It's not as, in my view, what I look now is not a scam. Honestly, I was testing a little bit on Stars Arena, and I like the app. Has some hype on that one. It's not online yet, but when it was, yeah, you can buy some shares from some influencers. So you can buy, for example, Crypto Traders Arena shares. You can post some charts, you can hype, you can tip someone else. Really nice. I like the idea. The idea is not something new. The problem, what I saw on them, was that they have, I don't know, a developer who didn't expect to have so many users, and at some point in time was obvious that they need to stop, they need to improve, they need to, I don't know, improve the security. They even said, okay, wasn't a good idea to go live, we didn't expect so many people. But overall, I like the idea. I don't recommend any of you to, I don't know, again, put too much money, too much AVAX on that platform and start buying shares. But to test, but I don't know, to buy a small amount from your favorite, I don't know, influencer, I don't think it's a bad idea. It's something you'll spend in a weekend. It's exactly what I did. Honestly, I was even a cheap ass. I only put on that platform $50. Yeah? So I put 5 AVAX there, and I bought some shares from Stefan. I bought some of my own shares, and after that, they get hacked. But the idea, it's nice. I like it. If we'll recover $3 million, it's nothing in crypto on AVAX. So If they'll improve and they'll open again, yeah, they have a chance. Honestly, it's a lot of I don't know. A lot of people will want to not them not to succeed because I think a lot of people on crypto they have the same idea and they didn't had the chance to open a similar app. And if they will open and they will get some traction, after that it's hard to convince people that my app is better. So the first it's will have more following.
I mean, is
If you
this?
recover, if you recover, I recommend you to watch out. You log in with Twitter. That's the only what access you have on Twitter you'll give to that app. It's up to you if you want to watch it. That's the first scam.
I mean,
Then
isn't
we have
this?
another scam.
This is like the same as that friend tech, isn't it? It's like the same kind of thing.
Yeah, they no, they had a different name in the last bear market. I know Colin from Hyro Labs spoke about, but was something similar. Something similar. This one with buying and selling shares and everything they have, you will get 1% from the referral. So it's you know what it is when you have something like that. It's not a bad idea. I'm not telling you that will replace, for example, Twitter, but it's a way to make some money if you know how to navigate. Yeah. For example, if you see someone new entering on Stars Arena and his shares is they are really cheap, you can buy them now and sell them after 2 months, 3 months when they'll be 100 times higher. It's just an idea, and you can make some money if you are early and if you are smart and you feel bet on the right player. It's what I tested until now. I don't know if you'll recover. They said they will. It's okay. They'll do a security check. Let's wait and see what will happen. We have an account. Crypto Traders Arena has an account, and we'll post like we are posting on Twitter. We'll post some charts. We'll try to. I don't know if we'll build a community, but we'll try to post something there. We don't know what will happen. Our shares are I don't know somewhere in point two AVAX at this point. So we are really cheap. I'm not suggesting anyone go and buy our shares. No, just test some things, test and see how it works. If you like it, I recommend not to put too much money. Like I said, if I put $50, I don't think a regular user should put more than $50 or maximum $100. But let's wait and see what will happen. And we talked about a scam. If you wanted to talk about a scam.
I think BitClout was the one from last cycle.
Yeah. And they had a password you should get from yeah, exactly. And you can see I even posted here somewhere. I posted something. You have a referral if you want to use it. You can see here. We had some. We have 6 followers. I was following Stefan and another guy, and I made our price was our share was between 20 cents and something like that. Overall, attractive. If when the app is working, it's attractive. You'll spend a lot of time in there, searching for people, see how many shares they have, what the price is, what they post. Okay-ish. I like the idea, but it's enough. Let's not talk too much because seems like I'm shilling that platform is not my intention. Well, we have 1 hour and 20 minutes.
We could
Kevin.
look at Cody really quick if you want. COTI Cosmin.
Yeah, let's
Today.
take a look. It's on my screen.
Yeah, we're looking at your screen.
Okay. Well, let's remove something. Let's go on weekly. Let's start as like we should start. So, nice location. We don't see a bottom yet on weekly chart. Yeah, I don't see that bottom. We can form maybe a W here, but we don't have anything yet. So we are still in that environment, rangy, but not rangy. Let's do another lower low. So I want to see this one going sideways on weekly chart. Indicators, nice bullish divergence, multiple ones on OBV on weekly chart. You can see some W's on RSI, same kind of thinking. I like it. Really oversold. Yeah, that's another good reason to think, mm, at least bounce from this area. So I don't consider this one a confirmed weekly W. Not yet. You can see it. If you can consider this one a weekly W, okay, but not me. You can draw a trend line here and wait for a W, the other side of the trend line. Okay, but will be the similar thing. I think the best idea on this one is to go on daily and see maybe we can have a setup. Here on weekly for an investment, it's a good price. Yeah, we can go lower. Let's say we have 4 cents. We can go a lot lower. We can go at 1 cent, 1.1 cents, 4 times lower. Yeah, we can do that. But dollar cost averaging, buying 0.5 here and trying to sell half on a double, I don't think it's a bad idea. But it's a good idea to look at this chart now because you can see how low it is. Let's take a look at daily. So multiple W's and a bullish divergence on, let's see, it's a divergence, yeah. You can have some bullish divergence on RSI and MACD. I don't have an RSI OBV. We have MACD here, I think we have it. Yeah, so you can see some bullish divergence trying to form on all indicators. This is a range below what was support, now is resistance, yeah. Could form a power of 3, yeah. It's confirmed yet? No, not even on daily. If you go accept above this level and go higher and then retest, you have power of 3, of course. But for the moment, no, you just have a range below the, let's call it resistance now. Yeah? Going sideways. You can wait for a W, clear W on daily. Yeah, you can find a setup there, definitely. But for the moment, at least even on daily, I don't have a setup. I'm not talking about 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart. That's a different story. I'll look on this live stream on daily and weekly charts. So we don't have a setup yet. We have location, we have some bullish divergence. That's 2 reasons. And we are waiting for a clear double. Seeing this one and anticipating a power of 3, I'll wait for a breakout and a retest. So it'll take some time. We're a bit too early for that. Just my 2 cents. Looks nice, but looks similar like other charts. We have another one, or this is the last one?
There are 2 more in the chat. INJ.
Okay.
Could do those and then call it.
Yep. Well, let's start it weekly. This one, honestly, on weekly chart, I love the fact that it's strong. Could go higher, but you can see where my long reload zone is. I'm not touching this one without a proper reload zone. You can see here equal highs, but you can see in indicators. Yeah. Even here you can see something. I'm not buying this one. It's stronger than the rest, but the bear market is not over. So I'm not buying at least until we'll touch 61.8. Preferably 78.6. If you look left, yeah, this is 78.6. If you look left, you'll see something interesting. But it's up to you to see that one. Huh? If I'll see a W in the long reload zone, okay, I could buy it. Here, I'm not chasing. Could go higher, yeah. But too many people are hyping this one. I'm willing to don't participate in this one if it will be the best next thing. But my rules, it's clearly on my plan. Yeah? Don't chase. buying above 61.8 for me is chasing, because if I put in that fucking plan, don't chase, I have to define what is chasing. And for me, chasing is buying above 61.8. Sometimes, yeah, I have in the same time, I have chasing could mean a long reload zone without a W, but definitely I'm not allowed to buy above 61.8 actually. Yeah, so I'm not buying above this level. I'm not breaking my rules for some because some people are hyping this one. I saw a lot of posts on Twitter. 61.8 or lower. It's strong for the moment and not in my interest area. Daily, let's take a look at daily. Maybe I could find a setup here. Still, same kind of thinking. Maybe an LJ, but it's a bit too late. It's played out already. If I'll take this level, I don't see not even a bot setup. For a bot setup, I need to take this one. Even let's say I'll take this level. Yeah, but bot setups on daily chart, I don't like them. So no, I don't see something. It's too strong. Okay, it's strong. I don't have location. I'm not looking. I'm looking at something else. I need opportunities, not charts that I don't find anything. And the last one was AGX. Okay, let's take a look at that one. Maybe it's something there. AGX USDT. Well, this one it's on our plan. We bought 0.5 here. Let's start as usual. Can you guys see a weekly W? I don't. Indicator, something impressive. Some potential bullish divergence on for the moment on OBV. Potential. Nothing yet. So on weekly chart, we bought 0.5 here, and we'll buy another 0.5 a lot lower if will be the case. For the moment, it doesn't have a bottom, at least not on weekly. Maybe on daily you can consider this one a bottom. So good location to think like we did 0.5, just my 2 cents, but I could buy 0.5 here. But I'll leave some room for lower. Daily, let's see daily chart. Similar like the other one. Could be power of 3 here. That's Stefan expertise. But I think if we'll break out and we'll retest, we'll have power of 3. For the moment, we don't have anything. What we have here, we have a range and some W's. I cannot say that's a bullish divergence here on daily. What I could say, we have some W's, indicator they are following the price action. To play the range game on this one, I don't think is the case to do something like that. Let's see, 15 to 20, too small. No, I don't want to day trade this one. My idea on this one, wait for the W to confirm. That will mean power of 3. So breakout and retest of this level. When this level will become a support again, then you can buy it at retesting that support. And yeah, power of 3 has a lot of potential risk reward wise. Yeah, so you'll risk you'll enter somewhere here, your stop loss will be here, and you have a 4 or 5 to 1. You can find a good level to sell. But for the moment, I don't see a setup, not even on daily. I don't see a proper setup. Honestly, this one looks a bit weaker than the rest. That's about AGIX. I don't know. Maybe you don't like my opinion. If you have something fundamentally different and you have some news, that could change the chart. That could change the idea. You can, I don't know how much experience you have. You can trade with Holy Grail if you're a community member and you have premium membership. You can scalp this one. But on higher time frame, I don't see anything special. You can see we can scalp on 5-minute chart if it's something strong. Let's see, we have something else. Look at what we can do with 0x on with Holy Grail. You can see entry here. You can calculate the risk reward if you want. The last entry was here. Even this entry, the late one, will give you more than 3 to 1. Let's see. Let's just test. Just at the end of the live stream. So this will be my entry. This will be my stop loss. Let's see. Yeah. Even now you are sitting at 3.3. With the last signal, I'm not talking about entry here. You don't know. Yeah, if you'll be lucky and you'll get this one and you know how to trail the Holy Grail, you can make a lot of money. I made some money last week. I made some nice money with the Holy Grail. Let's take the last one here. Let's put this one. Stop loss. Take profit. Just a casual 20 to 1. Huh? If you know how to trail, if you know how to trade with the trend. A lot of people laugh at me that I'm a range trader. Yeah, I am, but I have a tool to help me when I want to trade with the trend. Even Kevin said yesterday or 2 days ago that I'm a range trader. Yeah, I am, and it's profitable, really profitable. If you know how to trade the range, I make some money. In the same time, Kevin is trading the trend with the trend and is making money, and I could trade the same chart and I could trade a range. I see the different the market, and I could make money. But when I want to play around, I could play with Holy Grail and I can make a little money. I don't sell this indicator. Yeah, it's just a bonus for premium membership. So the only way you can get access, either you buy a couple one program when will be available, and then you'll have lifetime access on this one, or you'll be a premium member and you'll have access the time you are a premium member. I'm not giving access. I'm not selling indicator. Please don't ask me. Don't DM me about that. I think we did enough for this live stream. Kevin, what do you say?
Yeah, definitely. We still managed to make it an hour and a half.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We are consistent. That's the idea, to be consistent. If we close this, we are closing sooner. That will be a lack of consistency from our part, Kevin. So between 1 hour and a half and 2 hours, it's okay. It's something we usually do.
Cool. Well, yeah, but we got to a good place to call it. So I guess we'll just leave everybody for until I'll be back on Tuesday to talk more crypto, I guess, on YouTube. And other than that, check out our cool website, join our Discord, and we'll see you next week, I suppose. Anything else?
Yeah, if you want to participate in the giveaway, don't do like DMAC. Retweet the Twitter post to participate. Sorry, DMAC. Nothing personal, man.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll leave it at that. And see you guys later. Have a good rest of your Sundays. And I don't know, we'll be back again this week for more trading. So take care, everyone, and have a good one. It's a horrible outro. So I'll see you later.